What's up guys, welcome to the shop. Today we're gonna be building one big ash desk. There's a couple things I want to explain to you, so bear with me for 2 seconds. I got commissioned to build a corner desk.
Corner desks usually come in 2 varieties, the butt joint or the miter joint.
Here's the kicker. What I want to do is put a curve on this inside corner. We can get a curve into this section, but what happens when we cut out a little chunk right here? They are going to break super easily.
So let's dive into what makes this one complicated and how we're gonna make it work.
So we need to get that lumber milled. While I do that, check this. I built this little cubby. It's got all of my templates, guides, domino connector set, clamps, sander holder, nice. All my sanding discs. Cool, right?
My wife seems to think I've developed a light problem, but I'm not bright enough to see it. Oh, and don't worry, I'm not gonna let you off this build video without seeing some lumber being milled. Okay, that's enough.
I find almost nothing fun about milling, but there is one fun thing, finding stuff in wood. Check this out. That's right, it's a bullet. I'm leaving it in. Cool, huh?
All right, let's get these straight sections in the clamps and we'll move on to the tricky corner. And this is where the magic happens. So I'm using the same plywood, Baltic birch, that they use in Airstreams. It's got like 10 layers in there, super nice stuff, as the base for this corner. Then we're gonna put a hardwood border all the way around and veneer it. By using veneer in this instance, we're mitigating a few different things. First, we don't have to worry about wood movement. By using 1/8 inch veneers, I really don't have any of the problems veneer typically gets a bad rap for. Additionally, we get that nice grain wrap around that front edge. And since plywood is much more stable than solid wood, it can act as the support for the solid wood sections, keeping the panels flat over time.
Whoa. Jeepers. Are you me? Are you me? Old Nick? You have aged. I mean, you're still sexy though. That's weird.
Oh, thank you.
What are you doing in here? Why is the shop such a mess?
Oh, just looking dead sexy in a cardigan, chopping mortises and tenons till the day that I die.
Wait, you're chopping mortises and cutting tenons by hand?
Would you like to talk about the weather?
Welcome to my world and welcome to the panel router. You don't have to do that stuff anymore.
Well, I'll be go to heck.
This thing is the most efficient money maker in the shop.
Oh, I'm just a hobbyist.
I mean, really, your time's more valuable than mine, right?
Oh, I don't know about that.
You've got a limited time in the shop. Do you really want to do repetitive stuff, or do you want to get to the fun stuff?
I used to chop mortises and tendons uphill in the snow both ways. It just looks so complicated.
Yeah, I know it looks complicated. I promise it is so simple to use.
Oh, I don't know about that.
It automatically comes down, clamps on your workpiece.
You don't say.
That centers you vertically. The centering scale on the fence on the table centers you on the table.
Oh boy, ain't that something.
You choose the right template, you choose the right bit, and you're off to the races.
It ain't like it used to be.
Welcome to the 21st century.
So what you're saying is I just use coupon code Sawyer20 at checkout for free shipping?
Yep, that's right.
Well, I'll be. Boy, sounds like I need a panto router.
Quit doing that by hand.
Would you like to talk about the weather? Thanks for coming in, future past parallel universe DMT Nick.
Now, weren't we building something here? That's right, let's get back to the build. And if you think I've earned it, now might be a good time to hit that subscribe button.
All right, how cool are those Festool connectors? I love them. I'm so glad I got the opportunity to use them on this project. The veneered center section came out amazing. I love it. I love that there is just solid wood, continuous grain around the front. There's not a whole bunch of end grain. I don't have to worry about wood movement on these center ones. Now this gap is looking like crap, so I'm just gonna clean that up a little bit. Normal thing, they all look like crap at first. That's why we have hand tools. And then I don't know what happened, but this section here came up a little short. I don't know, stuff happens. So I'm gonna get another piece glued onto that and finish out the panel. The roundover on the ends is looking great. And then, I don't know, I'm not in love with how the curves are faring out and meeting one another. So just gonna refine those a little bit and we can get onto the base. So we got the bulk of the top done, and before sanding and getting like the little refinements done, I want to move on to the base. We'll do all the sanding at the same time. The base we're going to be doing something pretty cool with. I haven't done this before. Probably tired of hearing that out of my mouth, but I'm pretty sure I know how to execute it. I've got some bendy ply. I call it bendy. I think it's actually bending, so we're gonna get these laminated and veneered. I'm gonna get the leg components together, and then we can work on all the refinements, all the joinery, all of the good stuff. Let's do it. All right, so we could put just some like legs underneath this curvy corner section, but I was designing this and I saw an opportunity for not only support, but also cable management. And it'll be just a solid screen across the back to just dump cords and crap behind. Yeah, let's do it. All right, to get the curve on the curve cleaned up, I just took another piece of this bending plywood and cut out the same curve, offset by just a little bit. You can get a very even curve just by eye. So you can kind of see that where the humps are, and then I'll use a template bit along this to clean up the part that got a little nasty out of the form. If I was smart, I would have timed this so it was the same size as my router bits, but I guess I'm not smart. All right, we're getting close to the end. There's a few things about all custom, that makes it more time consuming and more expensive, and that's that I don't have a step-by-step plan. So I've got to make sure I'm not painting myself into corners at any given time, and make sure that the move I'm making now doesn't screw up a move in the future. There's a few things with this bent lamination panel that it's not quite as rigid as I would like. It's probably fine. I don't want to take any chances though, so I'm going to build some strong backs. Just some strips to increase its strength. Small shop, I am running out of room, so I'm going to get that form chopped down. I need some of it so I can build the strips to go on the back side of the bent lamination support. And then I'm going to get rid of the other part just so I have some more elbow room to move around. Yeah, home stretch. We're almost there. Just a few more complicated details to go and we'll be done. not 100% confident in these, and before anything leaves the shop, I want to be 100% confident. The domino connectors are basically a post in an oversized hole, and there's some play in there. So if I replace those with dominoes, the play will go away, and then where the connectors are in the solid wood, now it won't have the flexibility that the bending core allows for. And I think that should theoretically solve this. If not, we'll just drop more dominoes in, drop more connectors, but that's definitely the point that it's articulating just a little bit to give it just a little bit of flex. So this strips took a lot of any weird flexy things out of this. It's feeling pretty rock solid now. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this sanded. I kind of want to get it assembled and see what it would look like if I did some string inlay on the top. All right, that looks pretty awesome. I couldn't be more pleased with what that adds. So I think let's add just a little bit more to the straight sections and on to finish, and we're finished. Let's do it. I think that's looking really nice. I was gonna bracket in and do the same along the back, but something about that seems like a little too digital, synthetic, not as natural as just having a little bit on these straight sections. Almost like that's what you would do it in Photoshop, but in nature, it would look something more like this. It's so hard to explain, but I hope that makes sense. So let's get these finished. Yeah, I appreciate y'all watching today. Install days are always the best. Please let me know down in the comments what you think of this before and after. And do me a favor, hit that like button, get subscribed, all that good stuff for the algorithm, and we'll catch you on the next build.